Hello, Cancer. This is Michelle from Divine Intuition, and welcome to your monthly tarot scope reading of November 2019. So, for this reading, I'm going to be using the Witch's Tarot, okay? And I'm also going to be using the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. So, I'm very drawn to this deck. I feel like it enhances, for sure, my psychic abilities. So, it can enhance the intuition as well. So I'm going to use this deck as well. Okay, so Cancer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out 4 cards, and each card is going to represent each week of the month of November. Okay, so this is for the first week of November, second week, third week, and fourth week. All right, Cancer, let's begin. Let's see what's in store for you on the first week of November. And we have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is about being determined in the things that you want to accomplish in your life. Regardless of the obstacles. I think that you're going to be encountering certain obstacles in the beginning of the month of November, and they could be challenging you. They could be, you're just going to have to tackle each one of them, and it could be family members, it can be situations that you need to deal with, it can be certain things in life that kind of delay the situation. But I feel like the universe is testing you though, Cancer. So don't get so frustrated and give up so easily, because sometimes when we receive these kind of obstacles in our lives is because it basically tests us to see whether we're going to continue with it or not, or kind of sees the value of what you're doing. And so I think you're going to be tested in the first week of November to really see if this is what you really want to do, if this is what you want to invest in, and where your priorities lie. So the Seven of Wands is about being determined and standing up for what you believe in and not giving up. Here you have this individual who's holding his wand firmly and blossoming here, and there's just so much going on here. I think it broke. I think his wand broke, but he tied it back together, and it's thriving now, thriving with all these plants growing. It looks like it's growing more than the other ones, right? So this is saying that regardless of the obstacles, if it's coming from people or not, or situations outside forces, perhaps universe throwing things at you to test you, perhaps, don't give up. Keep going on what you're doing. Looks like it's already thriving and flourishing, whatever you're building or whatever is happening or whatever you're standing up for. And don't give up, don't give up in what you believe in. And I think that's the message for you for the first week of November, is that challenge, you will be tested with that challenge, I feel. Okay, but with that, you'll have a better understanding of where you stand and why you're doing this in the first place, or why you believe in this in the first place, or you just have a broader perspective of your goals, okay? All right, so let's see what's in store for you in the second week of November, sorry. And we have the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is about competition. There's still people who are probably gonna still challenge you in a sense, right? Probably go against what you're doing, but also be competitive in what you're doing. So there will be people who are competitive and like to challenge you. That's what I feel. I feel like there's just going to be a lot of challenge in this month, but I feel like you're going to be very strong and very firm this month. Whether there are people who are going against what you do, competing, arguing, fighting, trying to win, trying to be number one, you're going to be humble about it. And I think it's like you just want to mind your own business, I feel, Cancer. I think you just want to do your own thing. You don't care about being on top. I think what you care about is just doing the thing that you believe in, and just being aligned in what you're doing, and loving what you're doing, and just wanting to see it grow. or just believe in the thing that you want, your dreams, your goals in life, right? And you're just going to have people going against that. And I feel like you shouldn't give up, Cancer. I think there's a reason why you believe in this so firmly, and maybe it's aligned. Maybe you're aligned with it. So the challenge is to stay humble in what you're doing, and not let these situations kind of stop you. And you will be confronted with more, not challenges in the second week, but you're going to start seeing people kind of pushing you down, or wanting to challenge you, or you're just very competitive, but you know your inner strength, and you know where you stand, and there's a sort of humbleness within you as a Cancer that lets things be, right, and just focuses on your own thing. So try not to let other people influence you, okay? And that's what I feel, is that we tend to get really persuaded sometimes and influenced by others to go in a different direction. And I think we need to stand our ground, because we know where we want to aim towards, So I think your direction in life, and you know what you want. So don't allow others to stop you, okay? All right, so let's see what's in store for you in the third week of November for Cancer. We have the Knight of Wands. So this is much more exciting than the rest of the cards. I feel like it's going to be very fiery this month, Cancer. I know you're used to your water element, but there's a lot of fire this month. Yeah. And in different kind of categories. Like we have the Seven of Wands here, which is kind of bringing that inner fire within you, and standing your ground, putting your foot down, and being determined, and no matter what, to achieve what you want to achieve, right? That fire is building within you. And then the second week, it's more like coming from other people. That fire, that tension, right? That competitiveness. And it's better to just not get involved, and just pull yourself out of it, and just do your own thing, Cancer, right? So that's coming from other people. Now, this one, though, is coming from an individual. It's coming from a different side of fire. This is more passion, It could be romantic interest, can be connection, can be chasing, somebody could be chasing you, or you can be chasing someone. So this is a card of passion and excitement, okay? So that's gonna kind of distract you from the whole situation that's happening here, this whole drama that's happening here, and focus on other things. Focus on things that are much more interesting, much more exciting, much more adventurous, okay? Whether it is regarding a relationship, or perhaps it could be traveling, excitement of visiting new horizons, and taking a look at other possibilities that you can claim your territory, let's just say. So you have this nice little ocean water here, and this nature place that kind of gives me the feeling of going to Switzerland, or going to any place where there's just a lot of nature. So it could be a different country, it doesn't have to be Switzerland, but it's somewhere where it's exciting and adventurous. So you could be traveling, or you just could be moving to places, moving houses, or just exploring new horizons. It doesn't have to be that far, but there's definitely an energy of excitement. So lots of fire this month, but the third week of November, it is much more exciting, whether it is regarding exciting new ventures, or exciting new passionate pursuits with an individual. Okay, so that's going to be much more exciting, and ease this little tension that's happening here, right? All right, so let's see what's in store for you, Cancer, at the end of the month of November. Fourth week, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is about solid foundations being formed and established. So it looks like you are putting your roots down now, like a tree. This horse reminds me of a tree because it's still and steady. And you're holding your pentacle here firmly, and armored as well, because, these people can definitely affect you in a way, but you have your armor on. So whatever has happened, there's not much to worry, because you have already a solid foundation, and you're building something for yourself, whether it is a job that you are starting off, or a business that you are starting off, or a project. Things are firm in the ground, and You can rely on this now. Maybe all that hard work that you were building in the beginning of the month is finally paying off at the end of November. So perhaps you could see some money coming in finally, and you can see certain investments building. So what you were investing is now becoming rewarding. So grabbing the harvest, right? So it looks like it's promising whatever you're doing. Or if you are venturing to buy a land or territory, looks like you will. Things will look good. It looks like you will be doing that, and it will be solid. Okay, this is a solid card for whatever you're trying to venture and build for yourself and claim, let's just say, because he does claim his territory here with this wand. You will claim your territory, and you will have a solid foundation from this. Okay, so that could be regarding investments, money, career, projects. Now, if we're relating it to relationships, maybe you feel like you are investing in a relationship that is becoming, that it's starting to look positive, and you both want the same thing out of the relationship. So there's like a solid foundation being formed with the relationship as well. So investments are going to go well, and commitment, connections with others will be as well secure. That's what I feel for this month of November for Cancers. Okay, all right, Cancer, so let's see what the Psychic Tarot has to say for this month of November. Okay, we got balance. So this might be the Temperance. I feel like it's a Temperance, but I'll read it. These cards are new, so I'm just going to read from the little booklet and see what it has to say for you. Okay, this is the Justice card, actually. All right, so let's read what it has to say. So it says here, this card represents the need for balance and harmony with your inner life, as well as with what's surrounding you in the physical world. This denotes that some lifestyle adjustments are required at this time. It could be associated with love, relationships, business, or even your career. The balance card is also being shown to you to make you realize that you perceive to be happening around you is really an externalization of an inner process or conflict that you may be currently experiencing. This card will often appear if you work in the legal field or when you're involved in law-related matters. Have faith that justice will triumph. As justice and karma go hand in hand, take only what you've earned, treat people fairly, and don't take advantage of anyone. This is all part of living a balanced karmic life. When determining something, there must be a state of balance emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually, so that you can make rational decisions and logical judgments. This is a time to be honest and caring and responsible for the choices that you've made, as well as the ones that will be made in the future. So I feel like this is connecting with the Five of Wands. So things that need to be harmonized and balanced, any conflicts that were happening here in the second week of November, looks like you will have the balance and harmony to kind of organize and balance everything and probably bring peace to the situation, right? So you kind of have to be like him, like this angel here, right? How he's balanced within himself and his aura is cleansed, and he has all the tools available here. It kind of reminds me of the magician, right? But there's a sort of harmony within this individual that you kind of have to be, and it's kind of advising you to be in this month of November. Be diplomatic in a way where you want to be fair with everyone so that there's some sort of compromise happening, whether it is regarding with your relationships or a spouse or interactions or family members or legal matters, right? Because, you know, there's something about claiming your territory and having something secure for yourself here, right? And forming a foundation. So you kind of have to be diplomatic and arrange things in a very, and kind of like legal matter, so that you don't get hurt in the long run, right? With whatever businesses you're setting forth for yourself, I think it's better to have the tools, the proper tools to set things straight and not be tricked in the end, or there's no hidden agendas in whatever you're dealing with. So it's better to do things properly, diplomatic, probably dealing with legal documents in form of if you're owning a land or something in regards to that, or traveling, or in regards to marriage, or in regards to other situations, or situations that can create conflicts with other people. So looks like if there is conflicts, you're going to have that diplomatic balance kind of persona to make sure things go at ease, right? Because there is a lot of fire this month for some reason, coming from external individuals, or with whatever you're dealing with, or coming with things that are exciting and adventurous that are coming forth in your life, right? Like at the end of the month. But whatever it is, I think you're going to need to have that diplomatic nature of yours, okay? Especially when it comes to defending certain things that you feel like kind of like, if people are against it, then approach the situation in a harmonious way as well, right? You don't have to be too aggressive about it. You just stand your ground and be firm in what you believe in, and handle things in a balanced way. So that's what this card is saying for you guys, Cancer, okay? All right, Cancer, so I hope you enjoyed this reading of November 2019. If you liked this video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and leave a comment below. And I'll see you guys in my next video, and have a lovely month of November 2019, okay?